suspended overnight at the start of February 2017. At this point my Etsy store had just hit its 2-year mark and was 100% passive, except for the 2 to 3 hours a week I used to check up on it. At its peak it was bringing in $1,000 plus each month for me, but when it was truly passive it was making a steady $600 plus each and every month in profit. Not exactly a lot, but when you're making that amount for a total of 8 hours collectively in a month, well, I don't think anyone would complain about those numbers, am I right? So how did I get my Etsy shop suspended? To be honest, I'm still not entirely sure. Etsy sent an email saying my store didn't follow their policies, but I read everything on their site to verify this, and I couldn't find anything that would make my store illegal on the site. However, now that it's been over half a year since the incident, I do have my theories and I have learned a lot of lessons that I want to share with you hustlers also. I didn't do my homework. What I mean by this is, I didn't know what it truly meant to manage a passive income stream. I didn't even know what passive income was at the time. I just knew I had this online business that I barely needed to work on, and it was consistently making me money month after month. It didn't even occur to me there's an entire set of skills I needed to learn to run a passive income stream successfully. It would be too late by the time I found that out. My first passive income stream I built over 2 years vanished overnight. I was really naive and thought I could genuinely just leave it. I let the customer service slide to the point where I just didn't care anymore. I was progressively receiving more 3-star or 2-star reviews from unsatisfied customers. I didn't take their feedback on to make the needed changes to my business. And I later found out that Etsy keeps tabs on negative reviews. Stores that get a sudden increase in negative reviews or complaints are subject to extra scrutiny. This is my first theory on why I was shut down overnight. I was being irresponsible to my customers and Etsy must have taken note on this sudden decrease in customer satisfaction. What platform would want an irresponsible seller ruining their brand? In that sense, it made complete sense that my Etsy store got suspended. I was dependent. I took over and dominated several of the biggest keywords for my niche, which obviously meant I stole a substantial amount of business from some competitors. It also meant I shone the spotlight on my store within my niche as well. It's a small niche with maybe only 20 significant sellers in it. It wasn't very hard to know who was who in the circle. At the same time, there were threads popping up in the community section about stores getting reported for no reason. Or stores getting closed overnight. You're probably asking, what is a report? Well, everyone who has an account on Etsy can report a store to Etsy for a number of reasons, but all the reasons can potentially suspend the Etsy shop. You don't need to provide any proof of your accusations, and it will be logged on their database. If enough reports get sent in for your store, then Etsy will have to take necessary actions. It's not hard to see how easy it is for a store to get shut down, even if they didn't do anything. This is my second theory of how I got shut down overnight. You have to understand that starting a business on a platform, such as Etsy, will always put you in a spot of vulnerability at the end of the day. Etsy has an image to uphold, and the final word is in their hands. They can easily change policies, change their search engine algorithm and the like. Sellers will come and go because Etsy understands the importance of being brand consistent, no matter what direction they want to take as an organization. As an individual seller, you're helpless to their decisions. I was 100% dependent on the traffic Etsy gave me to get sales. I didn't drive any other traffic, and it made me completely helpless to sudden changes. I was foolish to not nurture my customers by directing them to an online store I owned.